Hello, welcome to the Triangle. David Huffman, Dan Kenny. We have guest host Ryan Mack here to join us today. And we have a couple things on the agenda. First, we're going to talk about Blake Griffin and his play throughout the playoffs. The debilitating injury of John Wall and what that means for the Wizards. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Bulls. Let's start with Blake Griffin. Dan Kenny, I know you want to start.
Oh, well, way to set the table for me, Dave. Okay, so, I mean, there's not too much to talk about that people already don't know. Blake Griffin is the best player in these playoffs. He's had 3 triple-doubles. I don't think anyone else has recorded a single triple-double all playoff long. He, without Chris Paul, he's kind of led them through the Rockets. They lost their last game, the Rockets, but they were up by 13 at one point, and then I don't know.
They could have easily won that game.
They really could have, but it seemed like they got too comfortable. But his first performance, no one gave the Clippers a shot to beat the Rockets without Chris Paul in Game 1, and they won. Surprising. And it's all because of Blake Griffin's play. Other players have stepped up, but he's playing the point forward. He's basically finding open teammates. He's dribbling the ball very well. Not turning the ball over too much, but, I mean...
He'll have his moments, but
yeah, he's a power forward.
He's had moments in this playoff series where he's been pretty much unguardable. Like, nobody's been able to check him. Nobody on the Spurs could check him. Nobody seems to be able to stop him on Houston. So he's been on a warpath.
The thing is, it's his jump shot. A lot of people are saying, "Wow, his jump shot's so like it's improved. He's hitting everything." But it's not just that. It's his post play. It's his defensive post play. He was I think it's actually playing up against Tim Duncan in the last playoff series, which really took Blake Griffin to the next level. And so now he's matching up against Terrence Jones, Dwight at moments. Who else?
They got Josh Smith. They got Tariq Black. They got those other guys.
No, Tariq Black's on the Lakers. Yeah, but Blake Griffin is basically destroying whoever he matches up against, and he's making his teammates better. And no one saw this coming.
They basically took like what they did with Dwight Howard in Orlando and did it with him in Los Angeles. They just put Blake Griffin and they surrounded him with a bunch of 3-point shooters, guys who can all shoot the basketball. And he's been special for the last month or so. And he's been the best player in the playoffs so far. How do you feel about this, Mac?
Blake Griffin had a good season in general, and so I think right now it's kind of just with Chris Paul out, as you say, it just accentuates what he can really do. And also having a team that has like James Harden on it, that's got to be tough for somebody like that to rise up and build it all together. So what he's doing is kind of outstanding.
It is a good point you just made, because Blake Griffin before was just this highlight reel. He would just these crazy dunks and he would just have this highlight stuff. But now he's doing so much more to his game. Like, he's not just that anymore. That's what I think is
he's
really
always
special.
pulling down boards, but his points now are just looking really good.
My question is, how far can these Clippers go? I mean, once Chris Paul, I assume, is returning tonight. It's not been released 100%, but I bet money that Chris Paul is going to play tonight. How far can Chris Paul and Blake Griffin take these Clippers?
I think they can win it all. I think they have that kind of potential on their roster. I think they have that kind of talent.
Oh, that's music to my ears, Dave. But
I think the series with the Warriors will be tough. I think they can beat the Rockets. I think they can.
I think they can beat the Rockets, but it's nothing.
It won't be
set
easy.
In stone.
I mean, because it's the Western Conference. Nothing's ever easy in the Western
Dwight
Conference.
Howard's playing like the Dwight in Orlando.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, they're gonna have problems with the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors are gonna.
I think the Warriors will beat the Clippers if it comes down to that. The Warriors are too damn tough. I mean, you guys know there's no secret. I'm a huge Clippers fan, but I'm a realist. I feel like they can beat Houston if they keep playing at this elite level. But the Warriors, they're destined.
Yeah, it's a tough road.
Yeah, so it's.
Golden State's only lost 3 games at home over the course of the entire season.
Yeah, they're scary,
that's ridiculous.
Scary force to be reckoned with.
I can't imagine anyone beating them more than once at home, and that's what you got to do if you're going to beat the Warriors.
Well, Memphis is one of those dirty, tough teams.
Yeah, I just think they're going to run out of gas. I don't think Mike. I think they were they played on this Mike Conley's back kind of thing, and they played on that one game where they get that spark, and then I think they're going to flatline. But
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a possibility.
So switching over to the Eastern Conference, John Wall has a couple of broken bones in his hand and in his wrist.
5 fractures in his wrist and hand.
So he's not going to be the same player everyone thought he was going to be when we predicted them to come out of to win this series.
Is he going to play with these fractures?
They haven't said yet, but if he's going to play or not. But it's a possibility he might play.
How can someone play with a fractured hand or a fractured wrist.
They might wrap it. I don't know. It's like they could find a way to
wrap it, but this is basketball.
They don't know how full the extent of the injury is, and
Oh.
so it's sort of just being analyzed right now. And I mean, if they want to throw him in with an injury,
That doesn't
it's
seem
playoffs,
smart.
You know?
John Wall sounds like the kind of guy, kind of player who's going to play if
Yep.
he's injured. Like, he doesn't really care.
I
He's
agree.
like, I can't let my team down like this. I have to play. It's like, it's my hand. I'll find a way to play.
But to what extent? You can't play with a torn ACL, and I don't think you can play with a broken wrist if you're a basketball player, especially one at the level and the player type that John Wall is, being explosive,
Yeah.
driving to the rim.
Especially at that position with all the ball handling he's going to do at point guard.
Yeah, and that requires a lot of dexterity and a lot of movement of the wrist. And if you have a fractured wrist, this just doesn't make sense to me. I say you start Ramon Sessions, and
You bench John Wall for the rest of this playoffs?
you don't bench him. He can't play. It's not that I'm benching him. It's he cannot play with a broken wrist.
I think this puts the end to the Wizards, though. If this
Yeah.
John Wall thing is it for them, like they had a really nice run. They were a really nice story.
Let me give credit to a couple players on the Wizards. Otto Porter's been playing very well.
Yeah, but he does get a lot of jokes for that defensive. Video.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
if
one
you've
time,
seen it.
that one Twitter video, and Bradley Beal's also had a great playoff run too. Gortat's, he plays decently, but
That team doesn't go anywhere without John Wall.
Yeah.
He's the straw that stirs that drink.
Yeah, and I don't think you can beat a tough Atlanta team. But whoever wins, this is my prediction. Whoever comes out of the Bulls Cavs series, they're making.
I've been saying that for a while. I think
I said it before you.
Okay.
Well, so what happens when in the Eastern Conference when the Hawks win the next 3 games and
I don't know if they'll win all 3. I think Washington's like 1 in Washington. I think it'll go 5 or I think it'll go 6
You know what?
games.
I bet Washington wins tomorrow.
I think if they were going to win a game, I think it'd be game 4, not game 3.
I think Washington wins tomorrow, and then Atlanta wins the rest. That's just my prediction. Pure speculation, of course, but
But if John Wall's healthy again, I still think the Wizards are a better team than the Hawks. I think they can beat them.
what do you think his play will be like if he comes back with a hand?
I
like
don't
that?
know. It's hard to say. I mean, if you find a way to wrap it, where you can still dribble and be productive. I don't remember which hand it is. His right or his left hand.
You can't fix a break like that, Dave.
Sometimes players just have to play through stuff, man. People play through stuff all the time, or they used to before.
Jordan played through the flu. It's the old cliche.
Yeah, that's a sickness, which really kind of affects your stamina and a lot of other things. But this literally
Of course.
physically
Yeah,
affects
physical
you.
injury, yeah.
And I just don't see is it his right wrist?
I can't remember.
Well, imagine if he hits the deck.
Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand the complications and the risks, but I think John Wall he's gonna play at some point in this series. I don't think he's gonna let himself get kicked out of the playoffs like this on some fluke injury, on some kind of crazy injury.
Yeah, well,
The Wizards could have really gone some players, and they could have been like,
no, you had
no.
them going to your Eastern Conference
yeah,
Finals.
I thought they were gonna beat the Hawks. I like the Wizards. I like the players on that team. I like the way they're coached. I like the defense that they play and their offense and John Wall.
Dave down.
Yeah, it really broke Dave's heart.
Yeah, so I like this John Wall thing just kills me. And I had a lot of expectations for John Wall. I thought he'd be.
No, you praised him over the course of the season.
And he was looking like a good call. John Wall was going to rise his play up to some other crazy level.
Yeah, you certainly weren't out of bounds saying that he was the best player in the series, and he seemed to be very effective. But looks like it's over at this point.
All right, switching over to our hometown city, the Bulls. First, we're going to talk about the series real quick, and then we'll talk about the Thibodeau rumors. How do you guys feel about the Bulls-Cavs series? How's that going for you guys?
I was actually very disappointed watching them get absolutely blown out of the building. What was it, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Their
Their post defense performance so bad. They couldn't guard anybody down low, and we're just getting scored on over and over. It was so embarrassing.
Wasn't it 12-30 at one point in the first quarter?
It's our pick and roll defense on that pick and roll.
Pick and rolls were happening too.
It's like we're not collapsing on it, and we're not crapping it, and then we're just not doing it what we should be doing. And look, I don't understand why Tom Thibodeau's not playing Nikola Mirotic more.
Yeah, he's not at all.
I don't understand. I understand that Joakim Noah is this defensive presence, but he's been terrible in this series, and he doesn't look like himself. He doesn't move like himself.
I think he's injured. I think he's hiding.
I believe. I think you're right, and I think they should definitely put Nikola Mirotic in for the offensive potential. I don't see Joakim Noah doesn't look like he has it right now. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're giving Nico 2 minutes a game sometimes.
Yeah,
you got to give him like 20, 22.
The guy averaged 28 points. The guy
right?
averaged 28 points for the month of March, and you can't put him on the court.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. I was really kind of hoping the Bulls would take the last game since J.R. Smith was out, and J.R. Smith is a big part of Cleveland's offense and what they do. But the reality is J.R. Smith comes back today, but the game's in the United Center.
They might lose Shumpert.
Yeah, Shumpert got hurt too.
Yeah, they're not sure if he's going to play or not.
And Shumpert plays good defense, a lot better defense than J.R. Smith.
And he was also scoring a lot.
Great shooter.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I think Jimmy Butler's going to have a big game.
Jimmy Butler has a big game every night. That's what he does.
Oh yeah, so I know I'm not really going out on a limb.
I call it. I'm being ridiculous.
Yeah, the thing is, Derrick Rose. I saw a stat where he gets multiple games of rest. Like over 2 games, he averages 24 points a game. But during back-to-back game, or you only get 1. So, like I was saying, Derrick Rose, when he only has 1 day rest, he averages about 12, 13 points a game. His shooting percentage is less than 10 points down. I don't know. I think they need to rely on Pau Gasol and Jimmy Butler and.
There were people on the ESPN where they were saying they should bench Derrick Rose for like every other game. I was like, no way. You can't
that's
bench him.
ridiculous.
If Tom Thibodeau wants to get fired before the season's over, he'll bench Derrick Rose. So like,
did you just say the ESPN instead of ESPN, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
On the ESPN.
I think this is anyone's series. I think it's going 7 games. I'm sticking with the Bulls. I think they can. I don't think it matters who's a deeper team at this point because Thibodeau doesn't play his bench and
the career ender.
Yeah, and the Cavs, they have LeBron James and Kyrie, and the thing is Kevin Love is not playing. Mm-hmm. So you kind of you would think the Bulls can capitalize on that, but
which is what happened in game 1. And then I think remember, did like, I'm the baddest dog in this block, and I'm not going to let you guys just push me around.
Yeah. So it's going to be a dogfight. We'll see who can.
Who do you think comes out?
Who do I think comes out?
Yeah.
Although I don't want to say it, Cleveland.
I got the Cavaliers too in 7 games.
They're so strong.
I just think LeBron. We've never been able to beat LeBron in the series.
And we've always wanted it so bad.
And we've actually won the first game of the series in I think 2 of the 3 or all 3 of the series that we played LeBron, and then they just sweep us in 4 games.
Statistic that like 65% of the time, if you win the first game in NBA in a series, you win the series overall. So we'll see.
I don't think that'll be the case here.
I don't think so either.
The great thing about these playoffs is every series is tied right now at 1 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
So it can go any way except for the Washington series. They're done. But every other series is wide open.
Okay, so
real quick. All right, Golden State or Memphis? Who you got? How many games?
Golden State in however many, 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah. The Warriors are taking in 6.
Golden State in 6.
I mean, Memphis is tough. I feel like Memphis might even get a win tomorrow.
I think they'll get one more. I think they'll be on this rush of this Mike Conley's back thing. But the Warriors are just too good. They're just.
And they're deep too, like because the Warriors actually do play their bench, unlike the Bulls, and they play well. Sean Livingston, Maurice Space, Barbosa, the Blur. They're a very deep team, and then they have the MVP.
So you brought a nice segue into Tom Thibodeau and his bench. And the fact that the people in Chicago have been talking about the potential of him being fired if they don't win this series against the Cavaliers. How accurate do you think that is, and do you think that's fair?
Do I think that's fair? No. Do I think it's accurate? No. I don't think they're going to fire Tom Thibodeau. I feel like these are just this is a smokescreen. I think they're rumors, and there's not too much substance behind it. I think they just kind of want to give Tom Thibodeau a good kick in the butt so he can kind of maybe adjust how he plays or how he coaches.
I think there is some merit to this. I think Tom Thibodeau will get fired if they don't win this series. And I think that the rift between Garform and John Paxson and Tom Thibodeau is such that I don't think they're going to be able to repair it at any point. Even as soon as his contract's up, I think he's out of here. He's either going to get fired or he's out of here.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine him staying. And I think the Bulls fans. Like, the ownership group expects more out of the players because he doesn't run good sets on offense, and he runs like his players into the ground, and he doesn't play any of these players that the GM gives.
Thibodeau's a defensive hard-nosed coach. He really lights a fire under his players. most players that play under Tom Thibodeau, their defensive performance certainly inclines. They get better. I feel Thibodeau's a good coach. It seems like there's some clash between, like you said, him and the front office. But it looks like I think he's such a good coach for Chicago. I just kind of wish he didn't run players into the ground and play this bench a little bit more.
I feel like Tom Thibodeau does more with less, but I feel like he's not gonna. I don't feel like he's the coach to take you to the next level, in my opinion.
So let me.
I don't think his offense is fluid enough. I don't think I just don't think he uses all the weapons in his.
Dave, let me play devil's advocate right here. Who do you think would replace Tom Thibodeau?
I have no idea.
Like, how can you replace him?
I don't know. You can't
hire
Larry Brown or something.
Come on, Larry Brown has a job. All right, that's speculation.
I don't know Mark Jackson. I wouldn't mind seeing Mark Jackson, but
everyone wants to see Mark Jackson.
But I think they're the same coach. He's the same guy as Tom Thibodeau. I don't think that would be that big of an upgrade.
I don't think it's the same guy as Tom Thibodeau.
I think they're similar.
On what grounds do you say that?
They're both defensive-minded coaches.
So there's so
Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson had a short bench in Golden State last year too. Played his players a lot of minutes.
I don't see the connection. I feel like Mark Jackson's more of a Doc Rivers type of coach. I feel like he's more inspirational. Thibodeau lights a fire under his players, but in a different way, more like in a negative reinforcement type of way, where I feel who's it, Mark Jackson, like really gives more positive reinforcement.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe we'll snag one up Pop's assistants or something. They seem to be doing pretty good in the NBA.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Bulls even lose this round.
Yeah, we'll see. How do you feel about the Tom Thibodeau thing?
I think definitely it's all about the situation right now. If they beat the Cavs and they keep moving on, there's no way you can get rid of Thibodeau. Yeah. Also, I want to say that even though he plays his players like that, his players always back him. Like, nobody's ever gone against.
Thibodeau sucks, right?
Yeah, against that. But
that's a good point.
Of course, not even trying to bring this, but did the whole Derrick Rose thing. They always, backed each other and stuff. So I think it's sort of unfair for people to.
I think he's a players coach too.
Very much so. Very much. He's all about the players. He's about them getting.
I don't know what he is. Players coach.
About them getting paid more and about them.
Oh yeah.
I think he's very much about his players and really just tries.
I think players want to play for Tom Thibodeau. Players would like to play for Tom Thibodeau, and I feel like he could be a marketing piece for more players to come into Chicago.
It hasn't really worked. I mean, every time they go after a big name free agency,
they got Pau Gasol.
That's not a big name free agent.
Pau Gasol.
I know he's been really good. I know he's been really good this season. But
he's a two-time champion. He's like a 6, 7, 8-time All-Star.
Okay, Dan.
Saying he's not a big free agent, I think is absolutely.
He wasn't the crown jewel of a free agent class that was last season.
You don't have to be a crown jewel to be a well-desired free agent.
Okay.
Yep, I would pick up Pau Gasol in a second.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to talk about, Dave?
No, I think that covers everything I wanted to talk about. Okay. So this is gonna be the last episode of the Triangle for this semester. I'll probably pick it up if you want to join next semester with TJ.
Thanks for having me.
Then maybe I'll have a guest appearance, maybe via Skype.
Yeah.
Or we'll figure something out. But it's been a good semester.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace out.